Hey, Jeff here, and today I'm going to do 1 GP to 100 mil with only the Grand Exchange. This is episode 1 in the series because this takes quite a bit amount of time and quite a bit amount of effort to do. So if you like this idea, leave a like, subscribe for more, and let's get right into it. The fun part at the start was trying to find an item that was 1 GP, so I went with the Longbow Unstrung because it's a low level item that it has, like, people just are going to make them and try to slam them away for 1 GP, and then some people need to buy them because they think, oh, I'll string longbows for some reason for fletching, so they'll buy them for a few GP above. So let's see what happens. I initially was trying to sell it for 5 GP, but after it wasn't moving and I was like, you know, I'm not going to sit here and let one item hold me back. I kept dropping and eventually it sold for 2 GP, and we're going to make that 2 GP into more money. That's the fun part about this. The not so fun part is trying to find items that are only 1 or 2 GP to sell or to buy that will sell for a good amount of profit, where you can start to get the snowball moving on this challenge. So I tried iron plate skirts, but those quickly turned into a dud for me. They just were not selling. It was over a pretty good amount of time, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna try some empty jugs instead, because people use wine as early game food and they'll sell the jugs for 1 or 2 GP, and people buy the jugs that fill with water, but those still weren't working out for me. So I'm gonna pivot into going into some cabbage seeds here. And I was like, these might work. People get cabbage seeds from like birds' nests, they get them from early monsters and stuff, and they just go and press 1 or 2 in the Grand Exchange and try to sell them. So I move into doing those, but those quickly also showed to not work, and this is where my panic meter started ticking up, because this was probably about 12 hours into starting this challenge. I wasn't actively doing it all the time. I was trying to set up stuff overnight and all that, but I was getting a little bit nervous that things weren't going to be working out since it had been going so slow, and I'm like, am I gonna have to try to do longbows until I get like 5 or 6 GP? That's what I was thinking right now, but we'll see what happens. I canceled the cabbage seed and Terramantar off camera because I forgot to hit record, and I'm trying some whiteberry seeds right now, but my panic was setting in. I'm like, I'd have a better chance of hitting a spawn throwing knife back in 2009 playing some MW2 than making any money right now. I really did not want to go back to doing the longbows because that's so boring. Whiteberry, more like Dudberry. Ha! But yeah, the whiteberry failed for me, so I switched to a mind rune, and lo and behold, the mind rune came through. So we try to sell it for 3 coins. We're gonna turn 1 into 3 coins. It's only taken 2 minutes of this video, but I promise the snowball is at the top of the hill, and I'm just about to push it off. Just about. Mind rune sold, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Money. Who doesn't like a little bit of money? So we're up to 3 coins. So you know what? I was like, let's do a little more research. So I found that the oak shields looked a little promising. I'm like, okay, I'll try to get an oak shield for 2 coins. I think they were possibly going up for like 20, 25 each. I think people try to buy them at low levels thinking that it's a good low level item. And I'm like, all right, so the oak shield, that should be good. Get it for 1 coin. Went in, little YOLO there. And then I'm like, let's try these javelin shafts out. And didn't like them right away. I found a different item that I thought I had a better shot with the Guam tar. And now the ball is starting to slowly roll down the hill. Shield and tar came through for me, which was awesome. That made me really happy. I was getting nervous that we're gonna have to go back to the longbows, and both of these items are items that have like weird times where they sell for like 1 or 2 coins, and then they also sell for like 25 to 30. But I'm just trying to get some money going so I can try to expand my options. So I just try to get the tar to go for 9 coins. The oak shield and Guam tar sold, everyone. How about that? We're up to 13 coins, which maybe doesn't sound like a lot, but that actually kind of moves us up a tier out of the junk items we're trying to get a scratch off win on to items that we maybe can actually start to make a little bit of money on. So I'm going to try the Guam tar again, because why not try something that already worked. Move on to some bronze battle axes, because that's an item that people will be just selling out junk in their bank for like 1 coin, and people will be like, a noob will be like, oh, I want a bronze battle axe, and they'll buy it for like 20 coins each. Mine tiara, same kind of thing. Someone uses it to Minecraft, RuneCraft don't need it anymore, and then they sell it for 1 or 2 coins. Someone needs it, they try to buy it for like 200 coins each. Same kind of thing with the nature tiara. It's a low demand item, so people just try to slam it away. So we're trying these and try another oak shield, and let's hope for the best. Cha-ching! Everything came through. I was so happy. We got the Guam tar going for hopefully 7 coins each. We got that battle axe coming through. I was happy with that because my theory possibly was right. We're gonna try it sell for 20 coins, see if some noob wants their bronze battle axe to go out there and smack some barbarians with. Mine tar for those Minecrafting, rune crafting fellers. Try to sell it for 50 coins. coins. We got the nature talisman tiara. You put the tiara with the talisman to make a tiara, whatever, you know what I'm saying. And then the oak shield, we got that coming through. Try to get that for 40, and we're trying to YOLO some of these. If we get all those, it's 144 coins, which would be very, very, very nice. Guam Tar, Bronze Battle Axe, and Mine Tiara came through, so my theory was correct about the Bronze Battle Axe and the Mine Tiara, but not about the other two. Well, at least not selling the oak shield or the other tiara. But I moved on to the Jug of Wine, because the Jug of Wine is a cheap early game food for people. You can buy it in Draenor for cheap. Some people buy it and just sell it. I'm sure it's botted and free to play or something. So I'm like, maybe I can make a flip off that and become a medium volume item where I can try some over like a short period of time. And I also moved on to Granite, because it's one of those items that just does not sell or buy a lot. And I'm like, all right, I'll try it for 5 coins, and it instantly went through, which to me, when something gets instantly bought, that really, really can freak me out, because I'm like, uh-oh, did I just buy the only one that was out on the market right now? So I try to throw it in for 200, because that's how much it was selling previously for. The Bronze Battle Axe was such a good item. I'm like, let's try a Kite Shield out, something that's a little bit higher of an entry, but you can make more money off of, because the selling price is a little bit more. So I'm like, 22 coins, I'll put an offer in for that. We'll move on, and like, what other bronze item is out there? What about a plate skirt? A little more obscure of an item, and not something that you see many people selling. And it, like right there, it says actively traded price 517, but that price right there that's listed is not the most accurate price in the world for a lot of items. So I always check the graphs on the Wikipedia, and that instantly went through for 35 coins, which again is one of those things that can freak me out. But a lot of these offers I'm putting in for several hours or overnight or while I'm at work, so if they sell, I'm giving them several hours to sell. I wanted to start looking for a cheap but high volume item that I could try to start making a few coins on. Maybe like 4 or 5 or 6 per each item, and I can slowly have like something I can just keep grinding money up. Just pretty much be a money printer in a way. Buy it for 3, sell it for 5, buy more for 3, sell those for 5, and keep doing that until you just keep making money, which is the whole essence of flipping. But it's more fun when you have more money, because the more money you have, the more money you can make. So we have a raw base or bass in there, and we got some Dwellberry seeds coming through, and those are going for about 4 coins. I'm like, all right, we got these in there. I'm gonna leave these, and oh, there goes the base. And I mean, I know it's a bass, but somehow the oak shield went through, which is strange, because it'd been several hours between me putting the offer in for that and that going through, and it went through while I was playing, which always makes me feel like I'm being watched by someone at Jake's, like Mod Ash is hacked into my account. Not really though. And the last item, I was like, let's go for a blue firelighter, because it's a clue scroll item that a lot of people will be buying to try to recolor their phoenix or something, so it's not something that moves too much. And the Dwellberry seed goes through, and I'm like, all right, money's starting to move. I'm like, if you look at the top there, it says if everything sells it'd be 1.3k, but that's if the bronze plate skirt sells for 1k and all that. So I mean, that's a bit of a stretch there, but it's nice to be able to move from just one longbow. We have all 8 slots filled up, which made me very happy. 19 hours go by, and the bronze kite shield gets bought. Granite sells for 200. That's a big time profit, about 180 coins. The bass sells for about 19, but nothing else comes through or sells. So that kite shield for 1k YOLO did not come through in 19 hours, but getting the granite was pretty nice. Bronze kite shield comes through for 22 coins. I think I tried to put it in for 34, so that'd be a nice 12 coin profit. The bass comes through, that's a nice like 4 coin profit. Yeah, and the kite shield was a bit of a, or I mean the plate skirt, wow, it was kind of sad, but I still try to make like 60 coins off of it, so throw it in for 80 coins. The Dwellberry came in we bought it for 4, it wasn't selling for 25. I'm like, let's just get rid of it, counter our losses, and try to get something with the 260 coins we have now. So I put it in for 1 coin, comes in for 4, so break even, but the nature tiara does not move. The tiara sold for 1 GP and the kite shield sold for 34, so the tiara we broke even or lost 1 coin on. So I'm going to invest in some more granite now, since that was a good money maker to start with. So we'll throw in an offer for 5 granite, which ended up coming through right away, which always scares me, as you know from the other 2 times it's happened in this video. But the granite before was selling for 200 or 198 after the fee. So if these ones sell, I would actually make almost 1k. I try to put them in for 300. I'm like, no, they won't sell. Let's do 200 for about a 1k profit. Graduate from the bronze items to the iron items. We're doing iron square shield now. Another item that is used, I think, actually in a low-level clue scroll, and I'm obsessed with these jugs of wines, it seems. I'm like, I'm going to invest the rest of 150 GP or 152 GP into the jugs of wine, but math doesn't work out right. So you have 150 and I have 2 coins left, so we're going to do a pair of white gloves, because they, for some reason, sell for 2 and buy for pretty high, and lo and behold, they came through pretty quickly, I think it was. I can't remember how much time it was between them, but they came through and I was blown away. And I'm like, all right, they're selling for like 900, and they sold for 900. I was over the moon. I could not believe they actually sold. I'm like, all right, we're finally in the money-making game. So I put another offer in for 5, and we're gonna be finally making money. If you have any theories on why the white gloves can go for 2 GP and also for like 900 GP, let me know down below, because I'm very curious what your theories are. The white gloves got me interested in other obscure boots and clothing, so I went with Fremy boots to start, and then I was like ham. I'm like, what about the ham stuff? Because people like to buy it, people sell it for cheap because they pickpocket the ham people. So I'm like, it could be a pretty good item. And then the rest of the money I invested in ancient essence, which I wasn't even sure what they really were, but they have a buy limit of 300,000, which I found to be insane. The granite sold, the iron square bought, the jugs of wine bought, the white gloves bought, 9 of them for 2 coins. I couldn't believe my eyes when I was looking at this. Sadly, that bronze plate skirt's just cursed. It's my little omen. It's a bad little guy, so I'm putting it in for 1 coin, and it sells for 2, so I end up losing like 20 coins on that. Not a big deal. Got the iron square for 2 coins. Like, all right, not a huge flip. 10 coin GP. I don't even think I saw the white gloves at this point. I'm just like flipping through here. I'm like, oh, there we go. I get to double my money on the jugs of wine. I mean, pretty cool. I was a little surprised I didn't get the ham shirt, to be honest, because those sell quite a few a day, and people just sell them really easy because they pickpocket those ham guys. Ancient Essence comes through for a whopping 56 coin profit. Get those Fremy boots. If those sell, it'll be like 170 some coin profit. Not too bad. And the big money maker, the white gloves, the pretty white gloves, I don't even know why. Do people just use them for like cosplaying or something? Can you get them? I shouldn't just look it up, but it's more fun to just ask and speculate. But if these sell 8k, can you believe that? If everything sells here, it'd be 9.3k. After 6 hours and 3 minutes, a moment of truth, everything sold. Can you believe it? I couldn't believe it. That was awesome. The Fremy boots, the ancient essence, white gloves, iron square, jugs of wine, 10.4k. That's incredible. And that's going to be the end of episode 1. So if you want to see episode 2 and all the way up to 100 mil, please subscribe for more, leave a like, comment anything you want to see or change in the videos, and I love to see the support. I'm Jeff, and I'll see you next time.